बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो रहमान और रहीम है।
इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी खलक़।
पढ़ो ए नबी अपने रब के नाम के साथ जिसने पैदा किया।
खलक़ल इंसान मिन अलक़।
जमे हुए खून के एक लोथड़े से इंसान की तख्लीक की।
इक़रा व रब्बुकल अकरम।
पढ़ो और तुम्हारा रब बड़ा करीम है।
अल्लज़ी अल्लम बिल क़लम।
जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया।
अल्लमल इंसान मा लम यअलम।
इंसान को वो इल्म दिया जिसे वो न जानता था।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Students, welcome to week number 3 of ELT, E3 that we are learning, and we are going through the grammar portion first, then we will be talking about the channel, okay, or the conversational English, okay. So in week number 3 we are having the topic in grammar, you can see on board as well, that is articles. What are articles? You know, you can easily understand over here, it's been written on the board, like what is first is definite article and the other is indefinite article, okay. What comes in indefinite article? In indefinite article, that is called the pronunciation of the is, your tongue will be like the, like this, okay. So your tongue will be touching the upper teeth like the, okay. So the is indefinite article, definite article, and indefinite articles are two, a or an. Now let's talk about for what we use the we use to point out particular person or thing, okay. Like for example, we are using in very much in our conversational English or in our written English, so we we use the in many ways that you will be learning further in detail, okay. Like for specification with universal objects or with the names of rivers or seas or oceans or mountains or something like that, with the names of holy books, there are many things in that you will be learning, and with superlatives or with proper nouns when only qualified by an adjective, so you will be learning in that. And it is also given in Brennan Martin. You will go through on page number 76, 77, 78 and so on, so you can just go through your Brennan Martin as well, you will find all the details in that, but I will let you know all about that. Here the indefinite articles are here, you can see a, and. So to single out anything or person, like for example I'm just saying like that, there is a student in a class, so I'm just doing that to single out the particular some person, like anyone like that in among the students. So I'm just saying there is a student in a class, so to single out something that we are using that one, okay. And there are many other ways to use that we'll be learning like that, okay. Let's talk about what an. So just keep this thing in your mind, the vowel sound. What are vowels? A, E, I, O, U are called vowels, okay. With the vowel sound, the vowel sound, like for example any word that starts with the vowel sound, not with the vowel word, with the vowel sound, we use and with that. So keep this thing in your mind. Like for example, you can see here the word honest. The word starts with consonant, but the sound, what is the sound over here? The sound is A, like honest. So when any word, maybe it is the word that is consonant word, but it is giving what? The vowel sound. So that's why we are using and with that, like and honest in the same manner like M-A in English. So the word M is the word, but it starts with the vowel sound. What M means, the A sound comes like that. So vowels, when any word that starts with the vowel sound, we will use and. So N-M-A, like he's an honest boy. Salman is an M-A in English. In the same way, umbrella. So umbrella is starting with the vowel word plus vowel sound. So what we are doing over here, we are putting N here, like it is an umbrella, something like that. Okay, so the words, keep this thing in your mind. Any word that starts with consonant sound, so we will use with that. Like for example, it is a car, it is a book, it is a pencil, it is a class, it is the university or something like. So any word that starts with consonant sound, so definitely we will be using or an with with that, or with any word that starts with consonant sound. So what we are doing over here, we are going to use N. Like I have told you, N comes with vowel sound and A comes with consonant sound. So that's the difference there. Okay, let's talk about the. The is also very important, and you have to understand where that we use the. Okay, you can see here for specification. It is very important use of the. Like for example, if you want to specify something and you want to mention that thing and that is understood as well, so you will use the. I am just giving the example. For example, you are learning in a school, okay, and the school name is Bright Career School. Okay, so what happens, like for example, if you are saying I am a student of Bright Career School is very nice school, the Bright Career School is very nice school. In Bright Career School there are many teachers, many students, there are many good things over there. So when you are using Bright Career, so it is very much repetition. So for avoiding repetition, you can just specify it. Like for example, I am a student of Bright Career, and then you can say the school is great. Now you are not to repeat that. You can specify this with this thing. So the school is very nice. There are many programs are held in a year in the school or something like that. So this is something that you can specify. Like for example, you go to the restaurant somewhere, like for example, you go to Tariq Road for eating something like Zahid Nihari that you like very much, and you go to the to Zahid Nihari restaurant to eat something like that. So what happens? So like for example, if it is understood, for example, and you don't want to repeat it again, so you can specify it. What you can do easily. Like I usually go along with my family to Zahid restaurant to eat biryani. The restaurant is good. So the restaurant means which restaurant you're talking about? Yes, you're talking about Zahid restaurant. So that the word the is specifying the restaurant. So for specification we use that. Next, with universal objects. Okay, what are universal objects? You know very well about that. Earth, world, earth, or sun, moon. These are the these are called universal objects. So you have to use the with them. When you are using these words, so you will be using the earth. In the same way, the sun and the moon. So with universal objects, planets, for example, you will be using the with them. With the names of rivers, sea, ocean, series of mountains, something like that, you will be using the. Like I'm just giving you the example, the Indus River. So river, but Indus, the Indus River is the particular name of the river. So you are using with the name of river, the Indus River, the Hudson River, the River Nile, for example. Sea, like for example, the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, something like that, the Atlantic Ocean. So you are using with them, and with the mountains, like for example the Alps, the European series of mountains, the Alps. So you are using with the series of mountains. In the same manner, Himalaya, the Himalaya. So the word the is specified with them because we use the word with the names of rivers, seas, or series of mountains, something like that. With the names of holy book, being Muslim, we know very well about like Holy Quran. So we always use the word Holy Quran because this is the holy book. So what we do, the Holy Quran. Okay, for Christians, like they use with Bible the Bible. So the word the is used with the religious books or the holy books or something like that. Okay, and then with superlatives. So you know very well about what are superlatives. Superlative degree of adjective, like good, better, best. The best is called superlative degree. Like in the same manner, clever, cleverer, or cleverest. So cleverest is what? Is superlative degree. So with superlatives we use the. I'm just giving an example. The most amazing personality is an actor around the world. So the most. So with the superlatives, I'm using the. In the same manner, the word like the best match was in T20 World Cup. It was amazing. So the best. The word superlative, what is best? So I'm using with superlative adjective the. So the best match. So we use in that way. In the same manner, you can see number 6 with proper nouns when only qualified by an adjective. Like there are many nouns which are qualified by or which are used along with the adjectives. I'm just giving an example, a very nice example in that way. You can see, like the king. It was very famous king. You know very well about that. Caesar, the great Caesar, Cyrus the Great. So we are using with them, like Alexander the Great. So always use the in that way. So when you will go through Renan Martin, the page number 76 to page number 87, you will find, and you will find some exercises as well. And I have to show you the exercises that you have to go through, and you will be doing easily. Like for example, on page number 79, you can see the exercise number 1, as I mentioned over here on the board. What is that? Complete the following sentences by filling in a, an, or the as may be suitable. So the first is that, like, he looks as stupid as dash owl. It means an owl. So you have to put an over there because what? It starts with vowel sound. I bought dash horse means what you are going to put, because it starts with consonant sound, so definitely you will be putting a. So I bought a horse, then ox. Ox start with vowel sound, so you will be putting an. I bought a horse, an ox, and dash buffalo. Dash buffalo means buffalo, the word starts with consonant sound. Definitely you will be using a there. So in the same manner you will be solving the exercises. In the same manner you can see the exercise number 2. In that exercise, insert articles wherever necessary. So you can see here, like I'm just giving you the example. I have number 2. Question number 2 is there. I have not seen him since he was child. So you will be putting the child. Why? Because he is talking about particular person. So you will be putting the here. In the same way that you will be completing your exercises. And then you will be having the exercise number 4. And you can see exercise number 4. It is very much easy. Just Question number 1 is there. Sun rises in east. So the sun rises in east. And you can just say like that. Or one more thing that you have to understand, and it is also easier for you if you go through the exercise number 87. Also on page number 87, the exercise number 5 as well. So you have to include exercise 4 and 5 as well. These are easy exercises so that you can easily do in your Wren and Martin book. These exercise number 5 is given on page number 87. You can easily do. Let's talk about the next thing. After going through articles, we are going to talk about tenses. Tenses are very much important, especially the tense that we are going to learn today. It is present simple. Present simple is thought to be the tense which is called the basic tense in English language. I mean, without going through present simple, you cannot speak good English or you cannot learn proper English. So, because we speak a lot in present simple. So let's talk about present simple. Present simple tense. Okay, so what is present simple tense? For what we use present simple tense? So keep this thing in your mind. We use present simple tense for routines, for habits, for hobbies, for facts. Facts is also called universal truth. Okay, now you have to understand what are the ways, like routines, like every day whatever you do. So you use present simple for that, like I get up early in the morning, I wash my face, I take my breakfast or something like that. Habits, that like for example, if you are habitual of taking tea or listening to songs, like something like that. So I take tea 2 times a day. Or the habit of namaz, for example, I perform namaz 5 times a day. Hobbies, any special thing that you do, so as you like. Sometimes, like for example, you are habitual, or you really like to collect coins or something like that. I collect coins and I keep them in my bag, and I have a lot of bundles of coins or something like that. Universal truth, the truth that nobody can deny. I'm just giving an example of universal truth, a very simple example. If anybody says the sun rises from the west, nobody will believe that. People will start laughing at you, because everybody knows that sun rises from the east. So this is called universal truth. Like for example, one more example of universal truth is that stars twinkle. Everybody knows that stars twinkle. So this is also universal truth. So we use universal truth in present simple. Okay, the formula that you have to understand to make sentences in present simple is subject plus first form of the verb. Okay, and then IES if it is required. You will change with the verb, or ES or S as per requirement. Okay, so the problem is here. Where to put IES, ES or S? This is very important to know about that. When you are just going through present simple, so these things come and they sometimes create problems for you. So understand where to put IES. IES. So keep this thing in your mind. The rule number 1 for that, if a verb ends on y, okay, and there is a consonant before it, we leave out y and put ies. Okay, the example is that, like for example, fly. The word fly is there, so when it will be changed, so how it will be changed like that, it will go into like flies. So what I did, I left out y and put ies. So what I did here, just I did flies. So leave out, finish y and put ies. This is the way that you can do. So keep this thing like satisfy. So in the same way, so you will leave out, you will finish y and you will put ies. So keep this in your mind. If a verb ends on y and there is a consonant before it, so we leave out y and put ies. What is consonant? You know very well. Except vowel words, all words are called consonants. Okay. The second rule is very easy for that to understand. I mean, you can easily understand es rule. Okay. What is es rule? It is easy. Like for example, if a verb ends on ch, sh, ss, o and x, we put es. Okay, example is like for example, the word we have teach. So the word teach is there. So what I will be doing, I will put es, teaches. Like, so this is the word that changes into that way, like teach, so it becomes teaches like that. So this is the way that we do. So any verb that ends on ch, sh, ss, o and x, so we put es in the end of that, like pass, passes. Okay, in the same way, like wash, washes, or something like that, it happens. So go for the changes in the same way. As, very easy. When rule number 1 and 2 are failed, so what we are going to do? We are going to do what? Simple. We will put s in the end. Like for example, I have the word play. So what I will be doing? So first go through the rule number 1. The verb, if a verb ends on y, so the verb is ending on y, but the condition is that before y there should be consonant. So what is there? Before it should be consonant. Then this rule is applicable. But before y there is no consonant. I mean, a is there. A means vowel is there. So first rule is failed. Second rule comes ch, sh, ss, o or x. So it is not ending on them. So it means the rule number 1 and rule number 2 are failed. So what we are going to do? We are going to put s there. So this is the simple way to put s. But this is very important to know with which subject we are going to put the changes. So keep this in your mind. We are going to put changes with he, she, it and singular noun. With he, she, it and singular noun we are going to put the changes with the verb ies, es or s or something like that. So this is something that you have to keep in your mind and start making sentences. Now let's make some sentences to understand more in detail all about present simple. Okay, as you know very well about that, and in everyday life we use this tense very much. There are two ways of that. First, we are talking about active. Active, then we will be talking about passive. Active formula, you know very well about that, like subject plus first form, IS, ES, or S, then object. Okay, how? He speaks English. He speaks English. Okay, and they play cricket. Okay, you have just made the sentences like that. Like he speaks English. What comes? The change. And they play cricket. So there is no change over here. Why? Because the changes take place with he, she, it, or singular noun. So this is not he, or this is not she, or this is not it as well. Even it is not singular noun. So what we are going to do here? No change. As it is, you are putting the verb like they. So they play cricket. No changes. Keep in your mind. Okay, the formula of passive voice. Passive voice. Okay, object plus is am, are, plus third form of the verb plus complement. Complement means ending. Whatever comes in the end of the sentence, that is called, complement. But it is not object. Okay, plus bracket by plus subject. This is the way that you are going to convert active to passive. So what is the sentence here? He speaks English. So what I will be doing? This is object. As I mentioned over here, the object comes here. English. Okay. English is plural noun or singular noun. You know very well, with plural noun we put are, with singular noun we put is, or with I we put am. So English is singular noun definitely. So we are going to put is. Okay. Is. So what is the third form? We are going to put the verb third form. The word first form here, speak. So what is the third form of this? It is spoken. Okay. English is spoken. So there is no complement in it. So don't put complement. It is not necessary to put complement. So directly what we are going to put? The subject. So what is subject? By. We have to put by when we are going to mention subject. So after by we will put subject. What is subject? He. So what is the objective form of this? Him. So subject comes in objective form. Just keep this thing in your mind. So by him. It is very simple way. English is spoken by him. This is the conversion active to passive as well. They play cricket. What is object? Object comes first. So object is cricket. Okay. Then cricket is plural noun or singular noun? Definitely it is singular noun. So cricket is okay. And what we are going to put? Third form. What is the third form of play? Definitely it is played. Okay. So there is no complement. So what we are going to do? So no complement, no problem. But we are having subject. So we have to mention subject here. Why? How? Just simple. By putting by. By they. The objective form of they is what? Them. So we are going to put them here. So this is the way that you will convert active into passive voice. So this is the way that you will make some sentences. Okay. And let's talk about some more thing. As we have done the tenses and the solution has been given in your content as well. So you can just go through and you will find something in that. And easily you can solve. There's at least 2 or 3 sentences you can make and you can solve easily. It is not a big deal to make negative sentences. You can easily make negative sentences by putting does not or do not. Something I have to tell you about that, how you are going to make negative sentences in that way. you know, for negatives, present simple active. I'm just telling you, active, present active voice, present simple. Just keep this thing in your mind. With he, she, it, or singular noun, what you are going to be doing? You will be putting does not. Okay. When you will put does not, so there will be no changes with the verb. But when you are going to put, you know, the changes in the verb, like for example in active voice with, you know, the affirmative sentences. So when you are converting affirmative into negative, so what you are going to be doing there? You have to remove the changes from that verb. Okay, the example I'm just giving. He speaks English. Okay, so the changes is there. It is affirmative sentence. Affirmative. Okay, so what I did, and I convert into negative, so what I will be doing? He does not, you know, the verb speak, no changes, as we are not going to put over here because we have done here does speak English. Simple. This is negative. So this is the way that you will be converting the affirmative into negative in present simple in active voice. Let's talk about the negative in passives. We have to understand here. Okay, passive voice. In passive voice, how you are going to be doing in that? Like for example, just simple way. Simple way is that is not. With the helping verb, you will be putting not. The same way, am not. Not. In the same way, you will be putting are not. This is the way that you will be doing. Like affirmative, that English is spoken by him. Okay, what is this? Affirmative sentence of passive. Present simple, passive voice. Okay. The negative, English, simple change is here. Sorry, English is spoken by him. So what I am going to be doing here is not. I just put not over here. Spoken by him. So it becomes negative in passive. So this is the simplest way to do that. So you can easily convert from affirmative to negative. So this is the way that you will be doing. Just try to make some sentences by your own, so you can make the practice in that way, and you can easily convert affirmative into negative. Okay. Let's talk about the book. In the book, very well about that channel that we are going through the book. Okay, in this book we are going through on page number 12. We can see how strange. How strange. First, you will be going through the reading, and then you will come to know what the friends, I mean Alex, Ian, or Rob. There are three guys: Alex, Ian, or Rob. Okay, so Alex Ian or Rob, they were having discussion about the paranormal activities. Actually, what happened? Ian and Rob went to the restaurant, one of the restaurants where they ordered the food. But the strange thing that happened, they called a waitress there. As the waitress came over and she took the order, and but it was a little more time. I mean, they gave the order, and then but she did not come. What happened? They were very much hungry, or they wanted to eat, and they were starving even, you may say that. So what happened? After a long time, when she did not come, so they called the waiter. So the waiter moved to them, and as they asked about the girl, I mean Rob and Ian asked about the girl, I mean the waitress. So the waiter surprised. Waiter said there is no girl as waitress in this restaurant. So they shocked. So when you just go through the discussion, you will find the Alex asked what is the paranormal activity, or what is strange in it. So they were just saying, as they discussed. So what happened? The waiter told that there used to be the waitress sometimes back, and her name was Tina, but she was murdered, or she was dead due to an accident, an incident in the restaurant, or the restaurant caught fire. Just because of that, she died, or something that happened. But how could she come back? As they told about the girl, the waiter surprised in that way. So he did not believe, but he was shocked. So they were just thinking that it might be the soul, or spirit, or the ghost of Tina. So they were having discussion about that. When you will just go through this reading, so you will be having good discussion on that, and you will be just thinking how the friends are having discussion on paranormal activities or something like that. And according to the lesson, we will be just going through some expressions, some phrases used in this chapter. But just go through this and you will enjoy the lesson number 1. And let's talk about lesson number 2, real life mysteries. Okay, the real life mysteries, when you will just go through Phil Nicholson, one of the mysteries he told about, that he was walking in the village, the forest or somewhere like that. So he found green children, the aliens, and he told something about that, and he told his real life mystery. I mean, unsolved situation that he saw himself. So he discussed in that way. The second is Mick Lowe, and he just talk about the footprints. You can see the picture on page number 14, and what happens there, and how the footprints he found there. So I mean, you will be enjoying while going through the Mick Lowe, the mystery. In the same way, Gary Jacobs, the real life mystery. Just you have to be going through, and you will be learning something about that. Let's talk about some conversational ways, and it is all about the discussion. After going through this, you will find some true false, or the words spoken by Nicholson. Just you have to understand what the words is spoken by Phil Nicholson, or what the word is spoken by Mick Lowe, or what the words is spoken by Gary Jacobs, or something like that. This is all about your own learning, your own way of reading. As in the previous video, I told you how to read. Just understand by yourself and discuss with someone. I mean, your other classmates or in your home that what exactly happened and all about the mysteries or the paranormal activity, and discuss about those paranormal activity happened with you or with any one of your cousins, friends, or family members or something like that. So this is all about that. Let's talk about some conversational thing, very important. The topic that we are having, how to say sorry. Okay, when you are somewhere and you are going to say sorry, so what are the ways to say sorry? So let's talk about that. Okay, if you have made the mistake, so what you are going to be doing here, you can say I am sorry. Simply you can say. And in the other way, you can also say one more way, a very nice way, and I really like it. You can say, my bad. If you have made a mistake, oh, my bad, means I'm sorry. Okay, you can also say, I beg your pardon. For example, you have done something wrong while writing or something, and you are in a class, you are in front of teacher, and you want to say sorry to your teacher. How you are gonna say? You can say, I beg your pardon, sir, like this. So you can use, and the other way, you can say, I am extremely sorry. Okay. The other way as well, like I apologize. Okay, so you can use them, and you can say in your real life. Okay, if somebody says sorry to you, or so what is going to be the reply of that? So reply of sorry is very easy. Like you can reply, don't mention it. Okay, and you can also say you're welcome. You can say you are welcome, and the other way, it's all okay, or you can say it's all right. So this is the way that you can do easily, and you can use in your conversation. So this is the best way that you can do there. Some more thing in that that is given in that. It is also in your solution, and it is all about phrases and expressions. Okay, let's talk about some phrases taken from your lesson number 1. So you have to just go through them and try to use them. Okay, one of them is all of a sudden. You can see the sentence there as well. All of a sudden. All of a sudden, how you are going to use as expression, or the sentence, or in your sentence like that. Like for example, it was raining outside. All of a sudden, what happened? The great thunderstorm hit the door, and the door, all of a sudden, the thunderstorm hit the door, and door opened quickly, or something like that. You can just make the sentence in that way. Or the exemplary sentence has also been given in your content, page number 70. As soon as, like for example, you have to complete the work on time as soon as possible. So you can easily make some more sentences in that way. In the end, very easy, or very spoken, the phrase that is used, like for example, he did pretty much hard work to pass his exam, but when the exam was held, he got very much ill due to fever. In the end, he failed. Oh my goodness. And then, so what? So what is also a very nice, expression used in spoken English. Like for example, if you have made a mistake and you are just saying that somebody is scolding you, you have made a mistake and this is the mistake that is not acceptable. So you can say, so what? I can rectify my mistake and I can do it better. I can try to do better myself. So you can just make sentence as well. That's for sure. When you are 100% sure and you are saying that you are very much confident to complete something, so you can say, that's for sure. I will pass my paper with the first position, and that's for sure. It means you are very much prepared for that. So this is all about that you can just do as well. And let's talk about some diary stuff that you will be doing. So what is the diary that you will be doing? Okay, so diary number 1 is that to use ways to say sorry in conversation with your partner. And next, one more thing, it is also the part of diary that you will be doing, that is presentation. Presentation is also given in that. The topic of presentation is importance of English. So you have to prepare yourself. As I told you, how you are going to start your presentation, like, hi everybody, good evening. This is my honor and pleasure at being here to speak all about importance of English. Well, English language is very important language that is spoken around the world. There are many sort of Englishes spoken around the world, something like that you are going to give your presentation. Thank you very much. See you for the next video.